Okay, this is Gamer Blave, and we're back with Shadowrun here. And if you watched the last video, you know that it's been a long time since I've posted the last one. And as you guessed, it's probably been a long time since it has been a long time since I've played. That's been for a number of reasons. The main one is I had been playing XCOM, and you know, I was at a point with it where I just really wanted to get some stuff done with it, and I just haven't had enough time to really play other games. So you know, unfortunately, I just didn't get back to this one. So wasn't really getting any views on it, so there wasn't any demand for it. But you know, I have still been wanting to play it. You know, my first mission, you know, made me really interested in playing it. You know, it was just I was at a point in this other game where I was, you know, really kind of on edge and wanted to get past it. Score discussed U-Bond. Silhouetted against the dim fluorescent lighting. He steps forward, revealing a pale and expressionless face, light glinting off his steel-rimmed glasses. Paul Amsel, your team's fixer and landlord, part deal maker, part information broker, one of the most well-connected men in Berlin. The grim faces, the hard stares, Iger's fury, Monica's absence. How did she? His face is gone ashen. He swallows, takes a moment to chew on the words before spitting them out. How did it happen? Something in the vault security system got her while she was jacked in. It was over in an instant. The run was a setup. 1 minute she was cracking the safe, the next she was on the ground screaming. I've seen Monica hit black IC before this. This was something worse. Her motions robotic and spare. Monica died of a biofeedback-induced stroke. And this idiot stood by and let it happen. By the time we saw she was in trouble, it was already too late. Because you never bothered learning what to look for. Muscle contractions and micro tremors are good indicators of a Decker in distress. I'm assuming you didn't have anyone keeping an eye out for those. No, if you had, my friend wouldn't be lying dead in a basement. Oh, shove off, Iger. We were all on the lookout for physical security, Blave included. Throwing him under the bus isn't going to help anything. Under the bus is exactly where he belongs. Iger turns to face Dietrich. She towers over him, but he stands his ground. I respect you, Dietrich. You know that. But you don't have my training. None of you have. Monica was good. She was the best, right? But she was also overconfident. She treated the job like it was a game. Do that too long, and you're gonna get burned. If you'd been paying attention, you'd have figured all of this out on your own by now. You'd have known that Monica had needed watching as much as the door. I can't read. Amsel's voice is hoarse, his expression blank. Enough. How many seconds passed between Monica's first convulsion and her plug getting pulled? 4? 5? Do you know how much damage biofeedback can do to a Decker's brain in 5 seconds? Well, frankly, I have no idea. So I'm going to go with I don't. Amsel's voice comes out in a roar, and his fist smashes down on the desk behind him. Iger, you and Blave can have it out later, but I've had enough. We need to talk action. Our client set you into something much bigger than he'd led us to believe. I want to know why. I want to know why, too. Right there with you. This was supposed to be a milk run. Payback isn't the only reason we need to find him. We saw something back there, something that we weren't supposed to see. It's fair to assume that we're all still in danger. And to neutralize that danger, we need to know who we are dealing with. Just a front for whatever was going on in the basement. After everything went to hell, we were confronted by an orc in military-grade armor. Monica lived long enough to say a name. Feuerschwinge? I'm not sure how to pronounce that, so forgive me if I ruined that, and you're more proficient with German than I am. She fought hard to tell us. It must be important. Amsel seems taken aback. He pauses for a moment before the fire wing. This is unexpected. You'll have to forgive me. This brings back many unpleasant memories. The fire wing. Most terrible of great dragons. There are those who would disagree, but they never experience the terror of living in her shadow. He glances at Glory. You are far too young to remember her, of course, but for Germans of my generation, the name Feuerschwinge is synonymous with chaos, destruction, and death. The dragons of today are subtle creatures full of patience and guile. Feuerschwinge was not. After her awakening, she went on a 4-month rampage that claimed tens of thousands of lives. Those were dark days. Countless men, women, and children were slaughtered, roasted alive in their homes by a creature of legend. No hope for salvation and no end in sight. It was a horror that you cannot begin to understand. What stopped her? I can't imagine that a rampaging dragon would just go away on its own. Eventually, the fire wing was brought down by a man named Dr. Adrian Vauclair. Well, with the help of the Luftwaffe, of course. But it was experimental weapons designed by Dr. Vauclair that finally pierced her hide. She fell in a hail of bullets and rocket fire and crashed down into the radioactive wasteland of the Sox. Or SOX. Not sure which we're going with there. I'll go with Sox until I hear otherwise. This event was called the Dragonfall. Oh, there we go. There we go. Safe at last from the dragon's wrath, Germany celebrated Vauclair as a hero. Our own Siegfried, a modern-day dragon slayer. My own family practically worshipped the man. If the Dragonfall was as important an event as you make it out to be, I'm surprised that I've never heard of it. Those early years of the Awakening were traumatic, Iger. Not just on a national level, but on a global scale. New species of awakened animals were being discovered daily. Within 2 years of the Dragonfall, the active use of magic had returned to the world, a new source of terror for a bewildered public, and in 2021, the sudden emergence of orcs and trolls gave rise to yet another wave of global panic. In light of such turmoil, is it any surprise that Dr. Vauclair and the Fire Wing were forgotten? Dragons were yesterday's news. Again, all of this happened decades ago. To the best of my knowledge, the story of the Feuerschwinge is a bit of historical trivia, and nothing more. Alright, so Monica spent her dying breath trying to tell us about a long-dead dragon. Iger sweeps her eyes across the group, searching for a glimmer of insight. Finally, she gives up. Any ideas as to why? Amsel's voice trembles with frustration. No. It doesn't make any more sense to me than it does to you. The Dragonfall is ancient history. Feuerschwinge has been dead and gone for 42 years. But there's one more thing that I do know. Whatever Monica saw, whatever she was trying to tell us, it was important. He visibly struggles to calm himself, takes a deep breath, and slowly releases it. I will look into this, and I will find answers. In the meantime, did you turn up anything else of value? The estate was just a front for whatever was going on in the basement. After everything went to hell, we were confronted by an orc in military-grade armor. I guess we'll go for that. He appeared to be the head of security. Now, I think that was the guy who just popped up, and it seemed like... I'm thinking that was a glitch. Because there was like a guy who just popped up and like started following me around, but he didn't actually attack me. So I don't know what the deal was with that. That is not much to go on. Do any details about this orc come to mind? Any distinguishing features that I could look into? He was an older guy, for one. From the sound of his voice, I'm guessing mid to late 40s. Pretty old for an orc. And he had skin grafts. Most of his face looked like replacement material. If the grafts came from a legitimate hospital, there may be medical records. That is something. I will see what I can find out. Did you note anything else during the run that may be of value? Okay, the estate was just a front. Huh, that much is clear. It wasn't a minor enterprise either. The facility took serious funds to build. And time. There was much more to it than we saw. Places that don't spring up overnight. And all in secret. The owners, whoever they may be, were none too pleased by your escape, I'm sure. What else did you find? That's all we got. That's not much. Amsel nods. His face is drawn and haggard. It is thin. I agree. Anorexic. A basement, excuse me. A middle-aged orc with skin grafts and a long-forgotten world event. Yes, in the exact opposite order that I gave them. But that was the order that they were listed. Wait, we're still missing something. Who paid for this run? You haven't said anything about our client yet. Whoever set us up. Okay, so that's pretty much all the same thing there. No, Blave, I am not holding out. I am tired and I am frustrated. And I already miss Monica. I did not think to mention our employer because I did not set up the job. Monica did. I warned her. I told her not to take this run, but she assured me it would be a cakewalk. Monica was approached recently by a man who calls himself Green Winters. He used to be a prominent activist in the F-State political scene. I never much liked the man, and I certainly never trusted him. But Monica, she would do anything for her cause, anything for the Flux State. Winters swore that the data he was after was crucial to ensuring the future stability of the Flux. And that was all it took. We need to track down Monica's client and press him for information. It sounds like Green Winters is our best lead then. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. Yes, most definitely. It is clear that Green Winters has involved us in something much larger than he led Monica to believe. When he finds out what happened on the run, he's probably going to rabbit. We need to chase him down before that happens. There was a man in the Kreuzbasar, a Turk named, gee whiz, I can't get any of these names. Altug Burakaz, oh my goodness. Burakazi? He owns a little, goodness gracious, soy calf shop just down the way called Cafe Gee Whiz. Okay. I'm not even trying that. This man is a purveyor of information. I have done business with him from time to time. And you think he would know something about Green Winters? When I discovered Monica's renewed association with Green Winters, I contacted Altug. One of his people has been keeping tabs on Winters ever since. As I said, I did not trust the man. For good reason. It seems Altug, I'll talk to Altug and see what he knows about Green Winters. Pragmatic sounds to me like time to pay Altug a visit. Best be cautious in our line of work. Should I go meet with Altug then? Okay, so basically, go talk to Altug. Go talk to Altug, go talk to Altug, and go talk to Altug. Okay, I'm just gonna move my mouse around and click. Okay. I will do what I can to dig into the information that you've uncovered already, sparse though it may be. Okay, whoa! Dante! Okay, so I gained some karma there. Now, I apologize. You know, I'm playing this game blind. So I have no idea what's going on, and I need to absorb the story. I'm very interested, and for me, there's no point in playing these games if you're not going to get that. So if you're not interested in a role-playing Let's Play, then I think you probably came to the wrong channel. So, you know, if you don't want me to, if you don't want to watch a Let's Play where, you know, I'm going to be going through the dialogue and considering it, then you probably, you know, I hate to send you away, and if you've looked at any of my videos, you know I don't get a lot of views. But there's going to be an awful lot of that going on, so now here's another situation. So, whoa, now what is this? Full auto fire available. I might want to get that. That seems like that might be a good guy to get. I know it's going to take 3 up, but full auto fire might be something that would be pretty sweet to get. What is this? Additional weapon. Ooh, that's a pretty good one too, isn't it? I'm not really interested in making my guy a caster. If you watched the first video, you know that I kind of made my guy. I looked at the Street Samurai, and I liked the idea of having someone who used ranged weapons and melee. So I was kind of thinking of someone who used rifles, you know, for like long-range stuff, long to medium-range stuff, and then used like swords up close. I just thought that was cool. I don't think that that's probably a good idea. I think it would probably be best to kind of focus most of your stuff into either ranged or melee, but I thought that would be cool. I think full auto is probably going to be my most powerful choice right now, with the possible exception of an additional weapon slot, but I'm going to go with full auto because I think that's probably... Oh shoot, I don't think I actually did it properly. There we go. Let's go ahead and confirm that, and then I'll save up for one more karma, and then I get my other weapon slot. That'd be pretty cool. Then maybe I get a sword, and that would be pretty sweet. Oh. Okay. So I'm gonna kind of see if I can explore my little house here. What do we have here? Okay, so I don't have anything. Don't have anything in the stash. Makes sense, I suppose. Zedline Glory rocket a heavy load out of cyberware from head to toe. Bulky, invasive, practically museum pieces. This chrome was obsolete well before she was born. Well, I mean, I would like to talk to the people, but, you know, it kind of seems like we should probably get to the mission. You know, because we are in a hurry. Dante, Monica's dog, an enormous mongrel indeterminate breed. A low whimper emerges as he enters the room, head hanging low. Don't worry, boy, we'll look after you. That's when I realized something bad happened. Gee whiz, that's sad. Oh, perhaps a part of Monica lives on in Dante. Return to the safe house when you're finished with Altug, mein Freund. With a little luck, he can help us locate Green Winters, and we can get to the bottom of this. And now, I think we should all take a moment for Monica. Okay, so am I going? I guess I'm going by myself. That's kind of scary. Whoa. Okay, we got Malit Ho Ye. Ho Ye? I don't know how you'd pronounce that. The dwarvish tech vendor smiles at you with practiced ease, her almond eyes twinkling with a glare from a dozen trid screens. She speaks in a clipped, heavily accented German. Welcome to the Data Haven. Can I help you with something? I don't want to try a German accent for fear of potentially, I don't know, offending someone. Let's see. I need some tech. I'm on the tight schedule. Show me what you got. I'm in the market for something exotic. What kinds of tech do you carry? Just browsing. Okay. Well, what kind of money do I have? Okay, I've got $1,250. Okay, so whoa, what is this stuff? Okay, so it looks like this stuff is all for deckers, which is not, pretty much not my department. Oh, well, that's the cafe. I guess right there. Didn't really have to go very far. Talos Monger's shop. I'm gonna look around really quick, just kind of get a little idea of what's going on in the Kreuzbasar here. The Moritzplatz. Gunari Metbach. I really like the artwork in this game. It's very cool. It's very very attractive and I think very unique too. The Romani patriarch is an impressive figure, an enormous man in his late 60s, burly and broad-chested despite his age. His voice is deep and resonant, and his breath is heavy with the stench of pipe tobacco. Tavenbuxtal? I don't know. You're here to conduct some business. If so, I welcome you to the Metbox. Oh, arms and ammunition. If not, keep walking. I have cash and I need weapons. Show me the goods. Heck yeah. What do we have going on here? Pistols, pistols, pistols. Uzis. Well, he's got a sniper rifle. A basic assault rifle that is surprisingly good. AK-97. Required data jack. What? With an integral smart link system. data jack for? That's really weird. Heck yeah. Get a freaking machete. I get some pretty cool stuff here. I wonder if it'd be a good idea for me to spend some money. So I guess what I've got is the AK-97, which has range... No. Yeah, that's what I've got. I've got the range 10. No, sorry. Range L, damage 10, cap 24. So this has 1 more damage, I guess presumably the same range, and 6 more capacity. So I'm not really sure, you know, if that's like a really, you know, if that's going to be like a really good upgrade or what. I'm not really sure if I should be spending my money on that or not right now. Nope, I'm not looking for some magic. That is Triage Cyber Clinic. Not really needing to go there either. Simi? Man, these are some big guys here. That is a large gentleman right there. Warming herself in the dim light of a dying street lamp is a waif of a girl who looks far too worn for her years. Mother Superior, she says, will be there 7. Will be 7 for me to care. There. Oh wait, sorry. The Mother Superior, she says there will be 7 for me to care for. I need to see them. I wasn't aware of any convent or church. The captain's children, the Mother Superior says there are 7. Okay. Vacant look in her eyes marks the BTL junkie. Hampton von Trapp is very well known and respected. The poor dear lost his wife, and the children lost their mother. A child should not be without a mother, and a mother should not be without a child. Have you seen the captain? Okay. Yep, I think that not really gonna get very much out of that. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the cafe now. Enough dilly-dallying. Let's cut to the chase here. The safe house. But I'm looking at the time for this video, and I think that's probably a good place to cut it. And I am sorry if you don't find this particular type of video exciting. I know there hasn't been any combat, but I do want to kind of soak in as much as I can from this game. It does seem to be a deep and rich universe that they've created here, and I do want to get as much as I can. So this is going to be a role-playing series, and if you want to watch the videos that just contain combat, I'll try to make a habit of posting in the description whether or not a video is role-playing or combat intensive going forward, and you know, try to keep those more or less separate if this kind of video does not suit your tastes. But anyway, I am interested in what's going on, and we are about to go into the cafe here and find out, hopefully find out what we need to do next to determine what happened there at the beginning and who screwed us over. So, as always, thanks for watching, and we'll pick up here next time.